Oh my goodness, it's so great to have the lovely Alla Stott here with us. My goodness. Alla is very much a part of the Unleashed family. My goodness, she's been with us coming to Unleashed community drama for over 2 years. And
Yep.
in that time, my gosh, she's really made a mark. You know, she's been in loads of stuff. She's appeared in The Cross and the Switchblade, All the World's a Stage. I think you've come along to the choir. My goodness, you've done loads of stuff. And now you have one of the best parts in the film that we're doing.
I have.
One of the best characters you are playing. Well, tell us about your character. But it's been written for you, and you even have.
I know.
My goodness, your own. Let's find it here. Let's find it here. Your very own theme tune. Oh, here we go. Let me just get into here.
You need to put it near microphone, Martin. First time we couldn't hear it, darling.
I will. Here we go. Oh, for goodness sake, what's going on? Oh, I know. Here we go. Let me just do this again. Tech, don't you just love it? Oh my goodness. Right, here we go. Your very own theme tune, Alla. Written by the very lovely Joe Harris.
So good, excellent, thank you.
Okay, so you are playing Olga Petrova. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your character, Alla?
Okay, Olga Petrova. My name is Olga Petrova, and she's amazing. She's the independent woman, not married, no children, nothing. Free as a bird, and she's investigative journalist for the Illustrated London News, which was one of the first illustrated newspapers in England at the time, and also reported on the plight of poor people, which was unusual. So I've read on it, and I'm proud to be a character who is part of the history.
Yeah.
And I love it. And she is down here in Turkey, learning about what's happening to poor people, and she wants to make a difference by writing about it and literally bringing the attention of the plight of poor people to the poor people.
Yeah, exactly. The play is all about austerity and the gap between the rich and the poor, and she's very central to the plot. Now, we're in the process of doing this at the moment, our lockdown film, which is going to be fab. You'll see it premiered later on in the year, but it's going to be really fantastic. But Alla, you have been, you came to Unleashed over 2 years ago, and you've got quite a story, haven't you? Because you've faced many, many challenges. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Aren't we all, Martin? Aren't we all? There is every single person in our little Unleashed family, we call it, has an amazing story to tell. And so mine is bipolar affective disorder. Hit me as a brick a few years back when my marriage broke down. It was really, really traumatic. It's just, it's not what happened, because the best thing which happened to me, you ask many women who had a relationship broken, but it's how it happened. It was really, really dramatic, and it really hit my brain so badly. I literally had a massive breakdown, ended up in hospital, literally, like complete lunatic, nothing, couldn't see what's real, what's not, hallucinations, nightmares, the package, the whole package. People who've been through psychosis will know what it's all about. It's absolute. I mean, you're kind of happy in your own world if it's a good psychosis. I was a part of a play. Funny enough, I was the center of a play, so everybody was supporting act, and I was the main character forever. So, yes, they had to put me away into hospital for my own protection, because I could not function in the real world. So it took a long time to find the right medication, the right treatment for my brain. It's imbalance in the brain, a lot of mental health, down to chemical imbalance in the brain. And it is incredibly important to take your medication. I have to emphasize it, how important it is, because a lot of people like myself take medication, feel a bit better, and say, I don't need it, go off medication, and you're back in hospital before you know it, in my case. And so it took a trial and error, but you do need to realize it's absolutely paramount for to take your meds and listen to your doctors. Please, please, please listen to your doctors.
Oh.
Okay, so I got out, uh, complete like a baby, couldn't even type or anything. A lot of basic things of brain, just forgot how to do, had to learn things. So doctors said, various people suggested various support groups, and I've been going round the bay from one bipolar group to another, to mental health, to various groups. Some of them were better than others and helped me in the early stages. But then I found myself in a bit of a rut. You know, you go to the meeting and it's the same, nothing changes. And I found myself, I want to go for a little, I called it passive recovery, when you just listen mostly. But I wanted to go further. I want to recover better, more, to get to my old self. And so I was looking for I call it active recovery, for somebody to stimulate my brain rather than just keep going around and around the garden. So somebody in one of the meetings handed me a leaflet for yourself, beautiful people, unleash community drama. I like the name to begin with. Unleash me now. Unleash me on poor unsuspected public. And so I came along to one of the meetings and sat in the back. A lot of people do that. Have you noticed, Martin?
Yeah, I do.
People just sit in the back.
Viewing, thinking, what have I come to?
So true. It's so true. You think, okay, are they mad? Are they playing it to be mad? Are they It was really interesting experience, because it was nothing like I saw before. And I've seen a lot. You know, we are talking years and years of various things. So eventually, you know, after a few weeks, you start, because you keep saying, come on, have a go. You're so clever about it. And you don't even have a degree in psychiatry, are you?
No.
Well, funny enough, the people who do not have degrees in psychiatry are more helpful to us sometimes, because they're like, you know, you're as smart as me as far as I'm concerned.
Totally.
Yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. And scientifically speaking, what we do, is stimulating different parts of the brain, different games and different approaches makes you work out. It's a workout for your little gray matter inside the head. And that's a way to recover. That's a way to rebuild your, you know, broken things. And of course, the laughter is the best medicine. We know that. Everyone knows that. So we always have a bit of a laugh. So that's how I got to you guys. And that's, you know, and from then on, I just, you know, I just loved it.
Yeah. And tell me, how are you feeling now? I mean, obviously you've got your medication all sorted out and the rest of
Yeah.
it, but you know, I mean, it's great. You've now got a job, haven't you? And you know, I just love you just seem
Just a little job. Don't be too excited about it.
no.
A lot of people, I don't, because a lot of people with mental health cannot commit. One of the things we are good at, we think, oh, I can do it, and chicken out in the last minutes. It's a very common thing. You know, when you're in a good place, you think, oh, I can take on the world. But when you're in a bad place,
Yeah.
you just shut the doors and windows, and nobody knows where you are. You don't want anyone. So you have to be very careful. But I literally, thanks to Unleashed, I've learned to. It's like the first, you know, you remember, I will commit to something, you know, to a project, and then I will disappear for a long time. Eventually, and that crossing the switchblade was my massive breakthrough. Okay, it was just in the crowd, you know, the crowd scenes and stuff, but I committed to it. It's coming to rehearsals. It's being there day in, day out, the consistency. And I actually saw it through. It was the first project in 12 years I actually committed to and saw it through. I know. I mean, for me, it was huge. It was absolutely huge. So, yeah, that's it. That's us. So, like I said, we all doing it, and you giving me a chance today to talk about it. How massive! You wouldn't know to look at us. We all okay, because we learn it. We learn it through years of suffering in silence. We learn to put a face of a lot of us.
Yeah.
And behind, people are screaming behind the
Yeah.
mask. People are screaming. So you need to remind, yeah, and you know that because you've been there yourself and still are sometimes. But yeah, so I'm in a good place. I'm really looking forward to this film thing. I know you're saying we're doing great, but I really wondering how we're going to feel when the camera is in your face and you got this rabbit in the headlights thing, you know.
No, don't worry. Guys, we're going to be there cosseting you and helping you. We're going to make you feel like film stars. I mean, we are putting a lot of effort into the detail of this. And like you said, you know, the authenticity of it. It's going to be a really fab project. And I think it's going to be a completely unique project because we are such a diverse group, aren't we? Oh, don't say Alla's gone. Oh my gosh. Right. Listen, I'm going to say a big thank you to Alla because actually we can use this, and she's been having terrible trouble with her internet. So hopefully she'll come back. But if not, then we can use this. She's had trouble with her tech. But great to just hear Alla's story today. Great to hear that you know, Unleashed has in some way helped her. And oh my goodness, I'm really looking forward to seeing her as Olga Petrova. So Alla, I know you've frozen. I know you're not just pretending to be still. I know that your internet has gone down. But don't worry, we will use this. So bless you, and we'll see you another time.